Hello, today's devotional can be found in John chapter 12, verse 12. On the next day, much people that were come to the feast, when they heard that Jesus was coming to Jerusalem. Okay, so people in the early days of Jesus' ministry were excited about Christ. They were so excited to have this person who could heal them and bring them peace and show them love more than what they were used to. I would personally be excited if Christ came again and healed me of all the problems that I'm going through. But not everyone is excited about Christ coming. People fear it, and some even outright hate it. And it's gotten worse. People aren't as excited about Christ and what he does for us as they should be, because Christ made sure that death would not be the end. And yet people just don't have that level of excitement about Jesus Christ, and it's a very hard thing to see. Christ loves everyone, and having the knowledge that you're loved by someone should be enough to keep you going and keep you doing good things with the time that you have, but for some it's not. We are given so many feasts of opportunity in this life, and because of the atonement, we don't have to focus on what we can't do. We can focus on what we can do, and that is because Christ gave us the atonement. And yet people don't see a need for him or God in their lives. When people hear of Christ, they don't think they need God or Christ in their lives, and that's somewhat sad. Because Christ is everything. He's the reason we can continue on. He's the reason that we can repent of our sins. And yet the world chooses to go about life on their own. They feel they don't need the Savior. They feel they don't need God. They openly oppress anyone who tries to keep God as a part of their lives. And it's very sad and very despairing that people would decide that they didn't need God because they think they're so much better on their own. Well, to tell you the truth, people don't do that great of things on their own. God gives them the idea to do the things and gives them the strength and the inspiration to carry things out. So we really don't do anything without God's power and influence. I mean, we may choose to pursue a path in life, but God gives us all that we need to be able to pursue it, because he wants to see us happy. And yet, instead of thanking God, people tend to take credit for their own success. And that's not right, because it is by God that we can do all things wonderful. We are natural men. We are very prone to getting into trouble and failing. But with God, we are prone to success and safety. I don't know why people would want to remain prone to getting into trouble and disregard God as a helping hand, as a guiding hand in their lives, but that's people's right to choose. When Christ comes into your life, accept him, for he accepts all of us unconditionally. He loves us all unconditionally. Accept God, for he loves us all. We are the most complex of God's creations. But yet, he loves us. He wants us to succeed, and he will help us succeed if we so allow him to. And with that said, I love you all so very much, and I say these things humbly in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.